Hello everyone. Today we'll be solving an interesting problem that is asked in Google interview question. What is the problem? The problem is called Koko eating bananas. First, let's read the description, problem description. Koko loves to eat bananas. There are n pile of bananas. The ith pile has pile I bananas. So here you can see there are n piles of bananas. So here the n is 4, right? So this is basically an array where the pile I, so each element describes the number of bananas at that file. Okay. Now Coco can decide her banana per hour eating speed of k, and each hour she chooses some pile of bananas and eats k bananas from that pile. And if the pile has less than k bananas, she eats all of them instead and will not eat more bananas during this hour. So what I mean to say, so there is a pile given, right? So let's say, okay, so 3, 6, 7, 11. Okay. Okay. So this is the pile of bananas where the first pile has 3 bananas, the second pile has 6 bananas, the third pile has 7 bananas, and the fourth pile has 11 bananas. Now Coco can choose his banana eating speed. Like let's say he chose, let's say Coco chooses his speed, his power hour eating speed to 2. Okay, let's assume that. Now when he is at first file, so in the first hour, he will eat, 2 bananas. Okay, in the first hour he will eat 2 bananas. Then how many bananas will be left? There will be 1 banana left. Okay. Now in the second hour there is 1 banana, but he can eat 2 bananas. But here is the condition: if the pile has less than k bananas, she can eat all of them at this during hour. So it means in the next hour, he will eat only the 1 banana. Okay. So he will not jump to the next pile. So this is different pile. Okay. Now this is done. Now in the third hour, he will eat again 2 bananas. So in the next hour, he will just eat 2 bananas. Then 4 bananas will be left. Okay. Now in the next hour, he will eat 2 bananas again. Okay. Then 2 bananas will be left. Now in the next hour he will eat another 2 bananas. Okay. Now there is no bananas left. Done. Then he will move to the next pile, like the 7. Now there are 7 bananas. He can eat 2 bananas per hour. So he will eat 2. In the next hour he will eat 2. Then 5 bananas will be left. Then in the next hour he will decide to eat 2 more. So there are 3 bananas left. Okay. Now in the next hour he will eat 2 more bananas. Then 1 banana will be left, right? And in the next hour he will eat 1 more bananas. Then he'll move to next pile. So in the next hour he will eat 2 more bananas. Then 9 will be left. Then in the next 2 hour he will eat 2 more bananas. So 7 will be left, right? Then in the next hour he will be eat 2 more bananas. Then 5 will be left. Then in the next section he will be eat 2 more bananas, right? And then 1 will be left. Then in the next hour he will eat only the 1 banana. So here you can see 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14. So 14 hour it will take to eat all bananas, right? But in the question it is clearly say that Coco has to eat in this many hours, in 8 hours. So currently it is taking like 14 hours, right? 14 hours at the speed of 2 per hour, right? 2 banana per hour. It is taking 14. But the maximum time Coco can take is 8 hours. That means the speed at which Coco is eating is very less, right? So that is not the answer. So this is the problem. You have to find this speed, the number of hour Coco is eating banana, that speed, so that Coco can eat all the piles at this particular given time, right? So this is the question. And Coco likes to eat slowly, but still want to finish eating all bananas before the guard returns, right? And return the minimum integer case such that she can eat all bananas within 8 hours. Okay. Now let's say, let's take this one. So 3, 6, 7, 11, and here h is equals to 8, right? So he has to finish within this time. Now let's say Coco decide to eat. Coco decide to eat. So speed, let's say 1. Coco decide to eat 1 banana per hour. Then how many hours it will take? Tell me. So this is the minimum speed, right? Coco can eat at this minimum speed, like 1 banana per hour. Now to do this, so how many hours it will take? So each hour Coco can eat 1 banana. So for this one, he can take 3 hours. Now for this one, this pile, it will take 6 hours to eat. And this pile, it will take 7 hours to eat. And this pile, it will take 11 hours to eat. Now, what is the total hour? It is just 3 plus 6 equals to 9 plus 16. 16 plus 11 equals to 27, right? 27 hours. But the maximum hour Coco is eating to allow is 8, right? Now let's say Coco decide to eat the maximum speed 11. Okay, 11 bananas per hour. Then what will happen? Let's say k equals to 11. Okay, then what will happen? So first he will look at this pile. So this is 3. Now what is the maximum limit? It is 11, right? So he can eat 11 bananas per hour. So this pile will take 1 hour to eat. Now for this pile, he is allowed to eat 11 piles of banana in 1 hour. So this also can finish in 1 hour. Now this also he can eat in 1 hour, and this also you can eat in 1 hour. Now what is the time required for this? So if k equal to 11, then we can say 4 hours. Now this is the possible answer. This could be possible answer. So this 4 is less than 8, right? This 4 is less than 8. If Coco can eat like 4 bananas per hour and can finish within 8 hours, then why does she need to finish this to eat 11 bananas per hour? She likes to eat slowly, right? So we have to find the smallest number of k, so that Coco can eat all the bananas in this given period of time, right? So here in this example, you can see there is a range. So what will be the minimum number of speed Coco can eat? It is basically nothing but 1, right? And what is the maximum speed Coco can eat? It is the max of these elements, right? Max of the piles. So there are 3, 6, 7, 11. Then what will be the maximum speed Coco can eat? It will be the max of this array, right? Max of this pile. Here it is 11, right? Here it is 11. This is the minimum and this is the maximum. So this is the range, and our answer is between this range, right? It could be possible answer we can find. Now this type of answer, when we find that there is a range given and answer lies between this range, one solution could be binary search. We can apply binary search to solve this problem, and this particular problems are called binary search on answer. So we just try and test with the answer. So this problem also we can solve using binary search. How? Let's see. Let's take the same example. Let's take 3, 6, 7, and 11, right? And maximum hour is equals to 8. Okay, we have to finish within 8 hours. Now let's say, now we'll apply binary search. So we'll take 2 pointers. One is low, and one is high. Okay, now what is the lowest speed Coco can eat? We have seen it is 1. And what is the maximum speed Coco can eat? It is the maximum of this piles, right? What is the maximum value he can eat? It is 11. Now we have to find answer between them. Now what is the rule of binary search? First we have to find the mid element. Let's say what is the mid of between them is 6, right? Is 6. 11 plus 1 by 2, right? Equals to 6. Now let's say, now let's say Coco can eat 6 bananas per hour. So let's say k equals to 6, right? K equals to 6. Now let's say, okay, for the first file, how many hours it will take? Okay, per hour he can eat 6 bananas. So there are 3 bananas, right? Here three are 3 bananas. So it will take 1 hour to eat, 1 hour to finish. Now for the second pile, how many hours it will take? So he can eat 6 bananas. So in the first hour, he can finish all the bananas. So it will take 1 hour. Then for this pile, how many hour it will take? In the first hour, he will finish 6 bananas. Then there are 1 banana will be left, and that 1 banana he will finish in 1 hour. Then for 6, so for 11, first he will eat 6 bananas. So it will take 1 hour. Then in the next hour, he will take the remaining 5 bananas. Then how many hour it will take? It will take 4 plus 2 equals to 6. So that could be a possible answer, right? But so that means we can say our answer now, our answer will now range between this low equals to 1 to this 6, right? Because 6 could be a possible answer. So this could be a possible answer. Now we just removing this range. So from 7 to 11, we are just removing this. Now we'll be applying binary search here again. We'll be apply binary search here again. Now let's say, let's remove this out. So 6 could be our possible answer, right? Now let's just remove this. Okay. Now low is 1, high is 6. Then what is the mid value? The mid will be 6 plus 1 by 2 equals to 3, right? So k equals to 3. Okay. Now let's check it out. Okay, so per hour eating speed is 3. So consider the first file. How many hour it will take? It will take 1 hour to finish, because the first hour he can eat all the piles. Now for the second pile, how many hour it will take? In the first hour he will take 3 bananas. Then the 3 remaining bananas will be eaten by the next hour, right? Okay. Now the next 7. So in the first hour he will take 3 bananas, then 4 will be remaining. Then in the next hour he will eat the 3 bananas, then 1 will be left. At the last he will eat 1 more banana. So first he will be eat 7, then 4 will be remaining. From that 4 he will be eat 3, then at the last hour he will eat 1 more banana. Now for 11, first he will take 3 bananas. Okay, then how much banana will be left? 8 bananas will be left, right? Then from that 8 he will eat 3 bananas, then 5 bananas will be left, right? Then if he eat 3 bananas, then 2 banana will be left. Okay, at the last he will eat these 2, all the bananas, right? Then how many hours it will take? 4 plus 3 7 plus 2 9 plus 1 equals to 10. Okay. Now if the speed of eating bananas is 3, then how many hours it is taking? It is taking 10 hours. Now tell me, is it allowed? No, right? He has to eat. His eating speed k has to be less than equals to 8. He has to be less than equals to 8, right? So this answer is not possible. So this speed is not possible. So previously it was 3, right? So this speed is not possible. Now what we have to do? We have to just decrease our space. So now the range will be, so 3 is also not an answer, right? Then we'll just move our pointer to here, mid plus 1. So now the low will be mid plus 1. So here, so mid plus 1 means 3 plus 1 equals to 4. Now just remove this. Okay, so I'm just write it freshly. So now the range will be from this 4 to 6. So this is low and this is high, right? This is low, this is high. Okay, now just remove this thing. Okay, just remove all the thing. Now what is the value of k? First we have to find the mid, right? Now what will be the mid? 4 plus 16 by 2 equals to 5. Okay, so let's check for it. So k equals to 5. Now k equals to 5. Okay, let's consider. Okay, in the first hour, how many bananas he can eat? He can eat 5 bananas. Now there is 3 bananas, so it will take 1 hour to eat. Now in the second, how many hour it will take? It will take 2 hours, because 1 plus 1. First hour he will eat 5 bananas. In the next hour, 1 will be remaining. He'll finish in 2 hours. Then for this one, how many hour it will take? It will take 1 plus 1, 5 plus 2, right? So 2 hours. Then for this one, how many hours it will take? In the first, he will eat 5 bananas. In the second, he will eat more 5. Then 1 will be remaining. It will take 1 more hours, right? So how many hours? 5 plus 2, 3 plus 2 equals 5, plus 2 7, 8. So h equals to 8, right? H equals to 8. So this also a possible answer, right? So 3 2 3 to 5 plus 3 8, right? So this is also an possible answer. Yeah, this is also an possible answer. Now this is an answer, right? So we can stop here. We can say that the speed is 5. But if you look at this problem, you can see 4 also could be an answer. So this is the trick here. So we don't have to stop here. If we just find that this could be an answer, so that is not mean that this is the answer, because Koko can eat much slower that, because Koko likes to eat slowly. Means if we found that 4 is our answer, then Koko will like to eat 4 bananas per hour, because he can finish in 8 hours. So why does he need to eat 5 bananas when if he able to eat 4 bananas per hour? So let's see. Now to do that, so what we have to do? Now the range will be from 4 to 5, right? 4 to 5, because we'll not remove 5, because 5 could be one possible answer. Now low is 4 and high is 5, right? What will be the mid value? Mid value will be this 4, this 4. This will be mid. Now let's see. Now let's see. Okay, so now k equals to 4, right? Now k equals to 4. Now for the first pile, how many hours it will take? He can eat 4 bananas per hour, so it will take 1 hour to eat. Then for the next pile, first it will take 4 hours. He'll eat 4 hours, sorry, 4 bananas in the first hour. Then 2 bananas will be pending. Then in the next hour, he will eat 2 bananas. Now for the next thing, in the first hour, he will eat 4 bananas. Right? In the first hour, he will eat 4 bananas. Then 3 will be remaining. Then in the second hour, he will eat all of these 3. Now for 11, in the first hour, he will eat 4 bananas. Then 7 bananas will be left. Then for 7, in the next hour, he will eat 4 bananas. Then 3 will be left. Then he will eat all of these 3 in the last hour. Now let's see how many hours it will take. Total 3 plus 2 5 plus 3 8. So this is also 8. So so you can see, if we eat 5 bananas per hour, it also takes 8 hours. And if he eats 4 bananas per hour, he can also finish this in 8 hours. Then tell me, which answer should I consider? We have to consider minimum value of k, minimum integer k, such that she can eat all bananas within 8 hours, right? So this is the problem. Now here is two condition. Here is two condition. First, we have to find the mid element. We have to find the mid element, right? Now, when we find this mid element, we have to check. We have to check how many hours, how many hours it will take, how many hours it will take, how many hours it will take to eat at this speed, right? There are two steps. So if we find for k, there are two scenario. There are two scenario. First, if this k is less than allowed age, then what we can do, we can move this high to mid, high to mid, and this k could be an possible answer. This a could be an possible answer. And if this k is greater than age, here it will be equals to k less than equals to, sorry, less than equals to age. Now if k is greater than allowed age, means he is taking more hours to eat, more than allowed hours, then what we'll do, we'll just move this low to mid minus 1. So this is the two condition, these are the two condition, right? Now hope you understand the problem. So we have to do two things. We have to check for this mid element, right? And how do we check? Okay, how do we check? Let's say it is 11. Sorry, okay, it is 11. Now let's say k is 4. Now how do we calculate that how many hours it will take? How many hours it will take for this particular pile? What we have to do, whatever the pile, let's say this pile, then we'll divide this by this k, and whatever the value, so 11 by 4 equals to 2, right? But it will take one more hour, because if there is such remainder, let's say pile modulo k, if it is not equals to 0, if it is not equals to 0, then it will take one more hour. So we will check, if first we will divide this k by this pile, right? We'll divide pile by this k, and we'll check if there is any remainder. If there is any remainder left, then we can add one pile, right? Because this much banana you will take 1 hour to eat. So this is the problem. Now let's see how we can solve this problem. First, we'll take the low pointer, right? We have to consider two pointers, first the low and high, right? So what will be the low value? So the mean value will be 1, right? So let's say low equals to 1, then high, what will be the high? High will be the maximum of this array, right? Maximum of this piles, right? So how to find maximum? You have to write max of this piles, right? Okay, done. Then let's consider an answer. So when we find there is a possible answer, when we find there is a possible answer, we could update this k to this answer, right? For this, initially let's say consider answer as 0. Okay, now what we'll do, we'll apply binary search. Now how to apply binary search? We have to write while loop, and this loop will continue until this low is less than equals to high, right? Then the next thing, we have to find the mid element. How to find mid element? Mid equals to low plus high minus low, and then float divided by 2. So this is our mid. Now when we find mid, we have to check for this mid. Once we find the mid, we have to check that for this mid means k, for this mid element, how many hours it will take. So if it is taking more than the allowed each hour, then we can say that this is not possible, right? So for that, let's create a function here, and def name it as can it, let's say, okay, and it will take this files array, and then let's say put the hours, maximum possible hour, and k. Okay, k is basically the mid. Then we'll check. Okay, how to check how many hours it will take? Let's say, let's consider a variable called time. Okay, now let's say time initially is 0. Now we'll calculate for all elements, right? This is the piles array, we'll calculate for all elements. For that, we have to run a for loop. So let's run for pile in piles. Okay, then when we find all the elements, now there is two condition. So if pile, so what is the condition? So here, So first we'll check if it is divisible by k. If the pile is divisible by k, then we'll just simply divide it by k, right? So if pile divided by this k equals to 0, then we'll just increment the time plus equals to what, pile float divided by k. And else, sorry, else what we'll do, time plus equals to pile divided by k plus 1, right? If it is not divisible by this k, so it will take 1 more hour to eat. Okay, then what will return? So the name of this function is can eat. So we have to check if the time is less than or equals to this h or not, h equals to 8. So that we have to check, and this will return. Okay, right? Now here, now come here. Now we'll check if can 8 this, then we have to pass this file and this h and this k will be this mid element, right? So we'll be try and taste this thing. So if he can finish within this hour, then what we'll do, so this mid could be one answer, right? So we'll update the answer equals to this mid. Okay, then what we'll do, so when this is a possible answer, we'll update our high, to mid, right? Or else what we do, so else if he can't eat this, so we'll just change this low to mid minus, or sorry, mid plus 1, right? So then after that we'll just return the answer. So this is the problem. First what we do, we are just considering two things, low pointer and high. Low will be 1 and high will be the maximum element that is possible, right? Then we are considering an answer, right? Then we are just applying binary search here, binary search on answer. First we are finding this mid element, then we'll check if this speed can finish, if in the speed Coco can finish eating this banana, then this could be an possible answer. That's why we are just updating the answer by this mid, and we are just changing the pointer, changing the high to mid. And otherwise, if it takes so much time, then we'll say that Coco has to increase her speed, right? That's why we're just making this low to mid plus 1, and after that we are just returning the answer. Now let's run this. Okay, we are getting TLE. Let's see. Okay, I think when, okay, okay, when mid is a possible answer, then what we have to do, we don't change this high to mid, we will just update this high to mid minus 1. Because if it is an answer, why do we consider this, right? So then, so let's see. So if it is low, if it is high, then let's say this is our mid and this is our answer. Now, so why do we search for this to this? So we'll just move this h to m minus 1. So h would be m minus 1, right? H would be l minus 1. Now let's see. Let's change this to I equals to mid minus 1. Okay, now let's check. Okay, it is accepted. Now let's try to submit. Okay, now you can see this is accepted. So I hope now you have understood the problem. So this is very interesting problem. This is basically easy problem, but very interesting, asked in Google interview question. So thank you for today.